Hi, nice people. Welcome to Bonny and Barney, a show that represents golden friendship stories. It's that Friday where me and my best friend here at Malaika Media TV get you on Bonny and Barney. My name is Barbara Namudu and I do it with my best friend.
My name is Aaron J. Tomale and I tell you that I'm very excited to be right here in the third episode of Bonny and Barney. I tell you we're moving strong every other time. We're moving on to greater heights and I tell you it's exciting to be here today. And today on the show we have a lot of stuff, right, B?
Yeah. So we've been talking about the Bonny and Barney star moment and we didn't sleep about it. Yeah? We have something new for you and take a look.
My name is Evangel, Bonny Evangel. I'm a violinist. So passionate about violin. It's my first instrument and I love it so much. What really inspires me about violin is its power to transform lives, its power to reach the deepest parts of the human soul and to bring life into the lives of people, especially in worship. That is really one of the major reasons that I really do violin is to bring people closer to the heart of God and to bring healing in the lives of people out there.
Wow, that was amazing, you know?
I think I'm now in love with the violin. I could play the violin anytime,
Are you
any
real?
day. Yeah, like this is awesome.
I love the melodious tune. I love the harmony. I love the strings
I
and
think
the
it
sound
comes
of it.
with the point of you have to be in love with yourself and be in love with that moment so you could bring it out like he did. That was awesome, yeah.
And that was Bonny Evangel, ladies and gentlemen. A very beautiful act done for us right here on Bonny and Barney Star Moment. And if you're a star back home, we're not limiting you to be whatever thing that you want to be. Just send us a direct message to our Facebook and definitely we'll get back to you because we want to find out what you and your friends can actually do. And definitely this is a platform for you and your friends. And B right here is going to be singing for us definitely in the near future. Are you ready for it?
I think I am.
Are you sure?
Yeah. What song do you want me to sing?
That Nyashinsky song and
Okay. I think we fell in love too fast. African nights and a cool rush. No, that's
yeah,
that's enough. That's enough for you.
But of course, ladies and gentlemen, every other time we are dressed by some amazing people, and you look amazing. I think you should first tell us who made you look this fly today.
Yeah, so this is one jumpsuit from OP Clothing Uganda, OP Clothing UK, and you can find them at Cafe Roma Restaurant Muyenga. Just go in there and you'll find OP Clothing and you could follow them on social media. That is Facebook, Instagram and Snapchat.
Oh
you
yes.
Look fabulous like
and look fabulous like B. And definitely, of course, one of the people told me that Aaron, you dress in suits and you look like a boring news anchor. So I told my stylist, yo, there is feedback for you. And Little Red Curious by Martin Bakane hooked me up with some really nice dope denim. Yeah. Denim can never go wrong
awesome.
any other time.
And I love the print.
Yeah, the African print.
I think it's awesome.
Because it's you and I.
Wow.
We're African beauty, baby.
Barney and Barney, yeah.
But of course, ladies and gentlemen, today on the show we have a lot of exciting stuff for you, and just to let you know that we have amazing guests still in the building that you are going to be getting to know in a few. B, what's the one thing that you're looking forward to find out from our guests this evening?
It's usually their story. We really want to know what, and our people out there, they really want to know what each and every guest that we bring, it's their story. What do they have to give to them? So it's their story, and yeah, I want to know how long they've been. Like the last week we had that Musimes.
Yes, the
They
Musimes.
are friends
From
since they were
10
10 years. So I want to see if this...
What inspired you most from the Musimes story?
The mere fact that they have been friends since they were little.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us today on the show is one of our guests today on the show, and is a young man who has traversed the world, whose love for sports is, how do you call it, immeasurable.
Yeah, it's so deep.
It's so deep. He loves what it does. He has revolutionized the sports industry and is keeping on with it. Simon Peter Tumukunde is one of our guests tonight, and B, who's our other guest tonight?
Milton George Kavere. I don't know if I pronounce it really well,
Kasave.
but Kasave, sorry.
Yeah, and you know, okay, before we get to know your story, we have a gift for you guys.
Oh.
I do not know. Do you like flowers?
No, you could probably take it to the mom, girlfriend.
We got this for you.
Oh, nice.
And this is a card that reads. You want to have them?
Thank you.
They came from Floraison.
Floraison.
Yeah, Floraison. It's a flower bouquet company, and they can get you these at 45K, but these are only free.
Cool.
So
yeah, you just split in between.
Our girlfriends.
Yeah, so they
What if you have
one
the same
doesn't
girlfriend?
feel.
you have the same girlfriend.
Oh, wow.
Just deliver it, you know. But definitely we'll get. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're glad you appreciate them. We can just help you keep them. Yeah.
Let me just...
And just to get right into the show, you know, what is your? Tell us about yourselves. Tell us what you do, what you do exactly.
Okay.
And why your friends? Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did you choose Simon and Milton? Why do you think Milton is your friend? And yeah, we just.
Okay. I'm Simon Peter Tumukunde, founder of Cheza, and what we do is we add value and innovation to traditional African games, because we believe these games have the same potential that mainstream sports do have. But the games have not gone through an evolution that the other games across the world. So we're trying to provide that, and hopefully the next generation will benefit from such a big move.
Yeah.
Yes.
My name is Milton Kasave George. I'm a CEO of Multiviews, and I met this guy from school. Like, he was the first person I met. I knew we would have a long friendship.
Because you say that when you saw him, you felt that you guys are going to go a very long way together.
Yeah. The first time I remember, actually senior one we were not very tight, but then the changing moment was when I was in Form 4, and I was at school. No, I was at home, and then he came with a bicycle. Same area. Yeah. So he came with a bicycle, you know, a small bicycle from his place. Came to my crib. I was like, guy, let's go and meet my family too.
Wow.
So
that was nice.
So he told me, actually, it was a long distance, but he was telling me it's very near. But me, I was walking though. Yeah?
That
the bike. Yeah. Exactly.
Simon, no.
So I was like, it's just near. You're about to reach. So we reach. I'm so tired. Like, you know, that's my. Like, this is my nigga now. If he lied to me that moment, I couldn't really, figure out.
I think me and Milton being friends is something that none of us anticipated in the first place, because we had two different characters in school. But one thing about him, he was a very good footballer. He used to dribble everyone when he played football in the evening and stuff. But like I said, he was into God and stuff, and he's actually one of the people that introduced me because I come from an Adventist family, but he would always tell me, you should be born again, you should do this. So at the end of the day, it transformed my life in a way. And we became, like I said, we became more tight in Form 4, the Form 4 vacation. And then we realized we could all dance, and then we were in the same dance crew, and then we had a lot in common
though our characters didn't show that in the first place.
But you know, you talked about he was dribbling almost everyone on the team.
That guy.
So you guys grew up playing soccer, or you were big on sports growing up?
Yeah, we used to play a place
called Wagadugu.
It was called what?
Wagadugu.
Wagadugu.
Yeah, it was the
Wagadugu sounds like Wakanda. Like Tikamu taught you guys where.
Yeah. So that
So you guys were playing soccer in Wagadugu.
Yes.
So you guys, you know, you're doing different things. You know, Simon, you're entirely Cheza. You're big on Cheza and it's going places. And you work with Milton. But how does, you know, he's a photographer. How does that get to complement you guys together?
No, it really depends because as a photographer, he also has his own projects and stuff. But if I have something I'm doing with Cheza, I can just sit in, just call him up and then comes and, you know, take good pictures, have a photo shoot or stuff like that.
So is he official photographer or
Yes,
you
yes.
hire some other
He's
person?
our
Obviously,
official
official
photographer.
photographer.
Yeah.
Unless if he's not in town or somewhere, then
unless.
maybe you could recommend. Yeah.
Amazing.
So yeah, but we always advise each other. If it's business, you know, if you start somewhere, we can talk about this. Or if it's me, I can ask for advice about many different issues and stuff. Yeah.
So are there like tough moments? You feel like are there tough moments encountered together?
Because you guys talked about dancing together, and I just want to feel. I feel like you want to give us a wave from this side to that side. We'll pick it up on it.
Yeah.
Hey, come on, guys,
Give us a bit,
go. Give us. I give you a bit.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey. Okay.
Hey.
Okay.
Oh my God.
That was so quick.
Yeah, that was very quick.
Because I didn't want to give it to you, and I don't know.
She doesn't like long things.
doesn't.
She likes it short and
So
sweet.
short and
Precise.
sweet. Okay.
So I mean, you guys are dancing together, and what was like one of the things that, you know, brought you guys to dance together? And did you ever feel like you had some challenges?
No. Like I said, in high school I used to dance a lot. He never used to dance so much, but he always had the interest in dance and stuff. So when I was in Form 6 vacation, I was idle. And then he always used to go to a
I
toto.
done this or ballet or
No, I don't.
Just idle and stubborn probably. But he used to go to Watoto for fellowship. There was a fellowship at Watoto, so he would go there all the time. So he invited me over to the fellowship. So the fellowship had a dance crew. It called a dance crew, the Anchors dance crew. And then he joined in, and then he invited him. He's like, by the way, no, come and join. You can dance. So I was like, okay. The first thing I asked him, okay, I was like, are there beautiful girls at the
Okay,
fellowship?
You had left Bob Bryant behind.
So I went through, joined the fellowship, then I joined the dance crew, and then we created an awesome, you know, kind of thing, because we danced together for about 4 years.
That's before you started Kwepena, before you actually thought about Kwepena.
No, Kwepena has always been there since my Form 5. That's since high school. It was always there, but we're working on it
On a low key.
on a low key. Yeah. So actually, one of the reasons I stopped dancing was because of So that's how we got into dance. So we had a lot of choreo, and you know, once you go into dance, there's a lot of challenges because you have to learn new moves. You have to learn new choreo every week, practice every day, keep fit and stuff. So we would always support each other. For example, if there's a move I don't know, all I failed to learn, he's a very fast learner.
Wasn't it challenging you trying to get to learn how to dance?
Dance. No, really. I was just maybe
Really? So he's better than
first
you?
learner. No. So I used to maybe, you know, some bones of his. You know, there's a moment you're supposed to make a wave, and his hands were really not really good. So I had to fight that. I had to fight the
That
move.
was
No, not
really-
smooth
Not
hands.
smooth.
No.
Yeah, smooth.
But it's well, because
And
they are now here, Milton and Simon.
so what's been like your best advice that you've given to each other? None.
Use condoms.
I think
Yeah, that's very
that's,
profound
that's
advice.
looking out for a brother.
Yeah. Wait, that came from who?
Milton.
Milton.
Yeah.
The masterpiece.
Me.
Eh?
It's me.
Okay, Milton, what did he tell you that stood out for you? What
Him
advice?
is like, man, try out things, be there. Because I after university, I was looking for a job, what to do, you know, and I had this passion of photography. I really had it, but I didn't have camera at all. I didn't have any input for my photography to go out there. But he told me try out get exposed, just that. And then a miracle happened. A friend of ours from ADJ actually had the camera.
Wow.
Just had the camera, so I borrowed it from him. And I started using that, and I started growing. So that was one of the best advice ever given me. Try out, don't fear.
Now, one of the most interesting things that we're talking about in our season 3 is sport and friendship. And today, particularly, we're looking at how sport can foster community development and personal growth. And one of the most things to find out in the house is that we have Simon Peter Tumukunde, who happens to be, you know, all the way Kwepena, all the way Cheza. Is going to be telling us a little bit more about Cheza and Kwepena. But to bring to your attention is that, you know, we've seen a lot of sport development happening across the country and across the world. We recently finished the World Cup. It was ballistic. I was down in Moscow with Barbara and we were hiding under the snow. Wait, was there snow?
No.
Didn't go. But it was amazing, you know. Russia was amazing. It was an amazing experience. And one thing, you know, people talk different about sports. They're like, sports brings friends together. Some people have gotten, you know, married from watching a sports game. They met at a sports game, and you know, Milton and Simon became friends when they started playing soccer together, you know.
In Ouagadougou.
And in Ouagadougou. And you know, the rugby Cranes are playing tonight in San Francisco.
Yeah. And
Barbara, you're there? You're going? You're going for the game?
I'll be live on my phone and I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I have to support our guys.
But back to you guys, Simon. Yes. You started up Cheza, Kwepena. Tell us about Kwepena. How did this idea start up? Was Milton there in the process of it starting up?
He was there in the process of it growing. Because of course, since we started, he's one of the people who has always been there since we started the entire vision. But I came up with the idea when I was in high school, like I said. I was in Form 5 and I was in an economics lesson. So I was having random thoughts, I was a little bit sleepy. So I just thought, a memory hit me where I had watched kids play Kwepena. I'm like, wait up, how come I've never seen a World Cup of Kwepena or a game like Kwepena at the Olympics? Like, how come? And yet, this is one of Africa's most popular traditional games. Because if you look at the numbers, Kwepena is not just here. Kwepena is in Kenya. In Kenya, they call it Kati. In Tanzania, they call it Lenga Lenga. In Malawi, they call it Maflau. You know, it is everywhere across Africa. It's one of those games that have been here for generations, played by millions of people across Africa every day. But its potential and the potential of many African games has not been, you know, tapped. So I was like, because there's no World Cup of Kwepena, all I've not seen this game at the Olympics, there must be something wrong. How come it's not there? So we looked and were like, there must be some things that must be added to this game. It's become a game like football. So we looked at the weaknesses of the game and we're like, okay, now I think Kwepena needs a court because people don't have a specific court under which to play. I think it needs jerseys. I think they need balls. I think it needs standard rules, you know, umpires, a game that someone can sit back and watch anywhere, all enjoy. So we came up with all these different designs and ideas, first put them on paper and then decided to do it.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. So Simon, from Kwepena, what do you think is the status of sports in Uganda?
I think not just sports in Uganda, but sports in Africa in general, because that's one of the key things I'm interested in. Sports have huge potential, yeah, and sports have shown to evolve and grow and impact communities in different ways. Sports in Uganda, however, have not had a very high growth. Yeah, they've been so inconsistent if you look at it. Because I mean, if they tell you stories of Ugandan football before we were born, I mean, we had great teams back then. Yeah, we're playing in the African Cup of Nations. We've ever made it to the final, I think. But how come we've not managed to achieve that same feat within the last about, I don't know,
many
30 years and all?
Well, the last time, because we went to the African Cup of Nations, it was in a very tight, you know, regime. But yeah, it's all good stuff.
Yeah. So I feel like there's a lot more that can be achieved. But there's sports where girls dominate. But I think also they must be introduced, I mean, more attention must be given to the other games because there's girls that are talented at football or basketball.
Because I used to play football. I think it comes from loving what you want.
You used to play soccer?
Don't joke with me. Yeah.
Wow. What was your position?
Goalkeeper.
Yeah. So you were saving all the goals. Well, you know, I used to play. I actually thought before this whole TV and media thing came through, I actually thought I was going to be a professional sports player.
Oh, me too.
He used to play basketball.
You too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we carry the same thing. You know, I used to play basketball, but growing up from a very young age, I used to play. I was on the football team. I was on the basketball team, and I think how, you know, looking at how girls can actually be involved is it goes back to a point of education.
Yes,
you know, education is very important, and the place that you put the girls go to schools, sometimes the teachers can either motivate them or demotivate them.
Yes.
Because the teacher's going to say, you cannot play soccer, you're a girl, what are you doing on the
Yes,
pitch?
yes.
But the school I went to, it was different. You know, we used to play soccer with girls, and they were very competitive. We used to play basketball with the girls, though the girls always wanted to be on my side because I was woo! I was like LeBron, you know, Michael Jordan, you know what I mean? But it was that sort of vibe, and we used to play netball as well. You get it? And
Guys.
yeah.
Guys play netball.
Yeah, guys play netball.
Not bad.
I used to play in my primary school. I used to play netball, and you know,
Yeah, but I saw some.
I feel it's this whole thing of trying to say
It's a
This
girl's
is-
thing.
yeah,
it's
yeah,
a
yeah.
girl thing, it's a boy
Yeah.
sport or something like that. Should be
Actually,
totally
that's
taken
right,
out.
yeah. Because
she's cool.
if you look at it, traditionally, or if you are born, you are not told that you didn't create your own idea of what sports are. Okay, it's what the community has fed us and told us and shown us that actually football is meant for men and not mainly for girls or stuff like that.
Yeah, and you know, talking about sport, ladies and gentlemen, we happen to find out from two amazing people who are very big on sports within the country, and this is what they had to share with us and how they think sports can actually be very developmental for communities and personal growth.
I believe sports in Uganda right now is on a trajectory of growth and also diversity. Several sports are coming into the space, but it's also growing to become more prominent on the international level.
So I think right now we're in the developing stage, and in a few years to come, I think Ugandan sports will be big.
There's so many things that sports can do in a community. I believe number one is the raising of talent.
I think sports is very important in communities because, especially growing up, it helps to keep kids out of trouble, like drugs and alcohol and things like that. When you have hobbies, you're playing with your friends, it's easier to focus and look forward to playing football with your friends than maybe going out and maybe stealing or joining gangs and stuff like that. So I think sports plays a very important role in the community.
I think another impact on development is economic development, because sports raises a lot of money for communities. It also brings communities together. Yes, it can, entirely. Like I said earlier, talent development, it's very critical, because once a sports person finds their talent and grows it, number one, they also get many other things apart from the development of their talents, skills like discipline.
Sports as an engine for development, I think there's a lot of money in sports, but I think we have not been able to tap in it as much as we should, because as you see, like maybe how you see South Africa hosting the World Cup or Russia hosting the World Cup, new stadiums were built, hotels were built, roads were improved, because you're going to be exposing the country to the world. So I think if Uganda hosted a major tournament, we'll have a lot of development happening in the country.
Secondly, personal growth, in the sense that your life can grow economically, because sports people who are professional earn from their skill. I believe by raising role models. I can give the example of Seninde, who's a female Ugandan footballer on the national team here, who's also playing professionally in the UK. Once you have role models such as that, the younger girls see themselves as this is possible. My life can also be changed in this way.
The most important thing is it should be fun. So I think if they find it fun, they'll join. But I think right now maybe girls perceive football as an activity for boys. So I think maybe when they're still young, at the younger stage, when they start playing football at a young age, they'll grow up liking the football and probably join the women's national team and keep playing the sports when they're older.
Well, everyone is talking about Kwepena. Anything in store? Do you have anything for them?
29th July, we have an event coming up at Legends Logo. Gets open at 2 p.m. We're going to have a lot of African games. The event, we've called it Kwepena, and it's a celebration of traditional African games. So you can come and play games like Bulu, Sonko, or Meso, all these different African games. Though, of course, the main focus will be Kwepena and how we've remodeled it and how actually we can make this a competitive game. There's barbecue.
Ooh! I think I want to come for the
performers. We have very nice performers that are going to be playing at the event.
And also Barney and Barney is going to be there and ask all of you if you've been following the show and if you've been watching the show. That's next weekend, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, right. And also we have some people tuned in. Sunshine Malika says, you talked about Ouagadougou.
In South Africa.
Ouagadougou. It's in Burkina Faso.
Yeah,
and John Senkez is saying it's glued. Blessing Smiley is tuned in. Lana Laura, she's even concentrating. She's taking notes. Sylvia Ann Rose, she says epic. And we have our friend from California, Chibunga Michael. Wow, amazing that is tuned in. And also just to let you know, you guys have been amazing. I love your story, and I believe you just keep on doing what you love most. What you're doing and love to do. You know, Milton, I want that girl for your next photo shoot.
Deal, Sylvia.
Oh yeah! Well, we've come to the end of our show, people, and I just want to let you know that in everything that you do, spread love, be happy, and my beautiful friends from Floraison. You can check them out on Floraison Flowers on Facebook and Instagram, and get yourself a very beautiful rose for your girlfriend. But these are going to be taken by Simon and Milton, and they're going to share them with their girlfriends. But from us on the team, with Bunny and Bunny, we just want to let you know that we are grateful that you tuned in tonight. Till next week, people. But do let us know what you think about the show. Bye.